Participating in a radio talk show, Chief Executive Donald Tsang said his proposed My Home Purchase Plan is more flexible than the former home ownership scheme. If it proves popular, the government will find land to build even more than 5,000 flats. The government aims to have a stable, steady property market where people can plan ahead and choose whether to rent or buy, he said. When asked whether stamp duty could be relaxed for flats costing less than $6 million, Mr. Tsang said while the issue is sensitive, he would ask the Financial Secretary to consider it.
Stamp duty is a major revenue source for the government, and as far as we have some exemption for very, very cheap flats, but for $6 million we do have a stamp duty. The question of a stamp duty for property transactions are sensitive issues. It's one of the instruments we have to use to stop excessive speculation in the market, and we have to do it very carefully if we want to relax certain things.
On the issue of legislation under Basic Law Article 23, Mr. Tsang believed he could not get support from the community nor the Legislative Council for it. So he has no plan to reintroduce it during the remainder of his term in office.
Over my term, I do not believe that we have gone over the ill feeling started with the last episode. So I do not think that any effort on our part we're going to bear fruits, and I don't believe this is something which we have make another at force start. When we do this, we have to get it through, and in order to do this and get it through, we must convince the people this is necessary. It's good for the nation. It's good for Hong Kong.
Mr. Tsang said his policy address tackles urgent social issues, and the government has tried its best to meet the needs of the Hong Kong people.
Being chief executive will never be an easy job, but it is the most rewarding job. Once you come back and think at the end of the day, or in the morning when I go to church, I serve the people. That's most important. Then you take on the criticism, you take on everything that come into you. But at the end of the day, you ask yourself, and you ask your own conscience, I've done the right thing.